Okay, so maybe this week's film isn't actually a film, or maybe it's just a very long film. But who cares anymore? You know, it's been a long time since Game of Thrones ended. Has it really been 10 years? Wow, it has. So it makes sense that by now the audience has aged. Yeah, we're old now. And this is a show for older people because it's mature and slow paced. Feels more like a British drama. House of the Dragon seems to be going in a different direction. They could have doubled down on what excited everyone last time, all the nudity and the gore, but they didn't. And I think that was a good move. Of course, the nudity was there, the gore was there, but it wasn't as over the top. And hey, let's hear it for those 17-second intro credits. Thank God. No more fast-forwarding through the obnoxiously long 3D animations of maps and cities. To be honest, I always dreaded that opening sequence and felt it was a total waste of time. Let's just get to the dang story. Now, speaking of the dang story, this one takes place 172 years before the other show. And Carl King has no complaints with that. I think jumping way back in time is refreshing. I actually wish Star Wars would do that. You know, let's get out of this same old cramped universe full of the same characters and actors. It's just time to let it go because, in my opinion, the shark has been jumped. But we're not here to talk about Star Wars, are we? No, we're not going to talk about Judy. With House of Dragon, or is it House of the Dragon, or the House of Dragons? I don't remember. There's a focus on visual storytelling going on, and here's how I know. There's a major plot reveal that only happens visually about halfway through the episode. And it's not spoken in dialogue until much later. But when that visual reveal happened, I actually looked away for a moment and totally missed it. So later on, another scene wasn't making any sense to me, so I had to go back. Like, what the heck? And sure enough, I found the information I needed right there on camera. Totally my fault, and the filmmakers should definitely stick to their strong choices. Here's a super cool detail I appreciated. There's a scene where King Viserys I Targaryen is off on his own building model cities, like a dad with his model trains. Regarding the casting decisions, I don't know. I don't know how much I'll be drawn into these actors, but, you know, time will tell. I think Matt Smith does seem like a good choice for Prince Daemon. But here's something a little bit disorienting. They cast two different actresses to play who I assume is the most important character, Princess Targaryen? Because there's Emma D'Arcy as the older version and Millie Alcock as the younger. Now, I don't know at what point we will jump forward in time in this series and swap them out, but it seems like a dangerous choice. Because throughout the first episode, it's all Millie Alcock. We're investing in her and caring about her, and soon she'll just be gone, totally replaced. And we'll have to continue watching and see how that works out. That led me to look through the cast list on Wikipedia, and dang, there are a lot of characters in this show. You got Targaryens and Baratheons and Valerians and even Lannisturians, and also I think maybe just one Stark. About the cinematography, I noticed they use super wide lenses, like tilting up and down, causing everything on the sides to like bend all over the place. So there were lots of wide shots showing you how big and grand the Targaryen Empire was back then. And I don't recall if Game of Thrones did as much of that. The musical motif from Game of Thrones was brought back, but in a clever way. It's there, I noticed it, but it wasn't obnoxious like it could have been. So that was a relief. Carl King would give this show 5 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd because I need to consume as many Game of Thrones TV shows as possible. Unfortunately, this TV show is not listed there yet. Sometimes TV shows appear there, And sometimes they don't. It's not Carl King's fault. By the way, if you are on Letterboxd, you can add me. I'm Carl Kingdom over there. So let's be very good friends.